I'm interviewing my father, Mike Greer, owner of Audio Effects. Mike, why did you start the business?
Dallas, that's a good question. I started this business because I wanted to be self-employed, be able to be creative, and express my creativity through that venue.
Very nice. What inspired you to start the business?
Inspired me, my love of music, and that's when we started. We're speaking of the disc jockey business, the Audio Effects by Mike Greer. The disc jockey business was my love of music, is how we started it.
When did you start the business?
1985, Dallas. I was at Lincoln Land Community College, and I started it then.
Very nice. What needs in the marketplace did you see?
At that time, bands were still very important for wedding receptions and school dances, but it was coming on, the times were changing, and it was coming upon where there needed to be a void to be filled. And I started disc jockeying, school dances, wedding receptions, and went from there.
How is your business different from other similar businesses?
I think the way it was, ours was more personality driven. So we could take our personality, customize it to your party, and your clients were very happy with that. It was a personalized service back then as it is now, and it worked out real well.
Do you use electronic commerce?
It's funny you mentioned electronic commerce, Dallas. Before you were born, the big way to communicate your business was through a phone book ad or through word of mouth, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But main thing was, as everything was changing, the electronic music was, the music was changing and going in from CDs, from cassettes to CDs, from records to cassettes to CDs to digital downloads. That's when the business was also changing on the other end, where it was changing where instead of going to the phone book, everybody's going to Facebook. They're going to, Twitter. They're looking at Yelp reviews. They're looking at Google reviews, and everything is changing, and it was changing fast. So you had to really be on top of things, or you were going to get left in the dust.
Very nice. What was the most difficult part of starting your company?
The most difficult part of this interview or starting my company? Which one is it? Was it my company? Okay. The most difficult part of starting my company was getting the clients, getting the first person to hire you, and you knew you had a good idea, and you knew it was going to be fine, but just getting those first clients coming in and getting the first check, cash, whatever, just to show that you can actually stand alone and be self-employed. And that's the most, scary and most fulfilling thing about being self-employed is you're looking at the person that can make or break you, and you're also looking at the person, there's no other person to blame anything on or to take to success as well.
What are the most crucial things you've done to grow your business?
In this business, just like any other business, when you want to expand, you have to be very cautious because you don't want to expand too fast. But then on the other hand, you're losing opportunities. So with a business like this, I think expansion, controlled expansion, and it also branched out into other businesses that we also could make money in. And that was the biggest thing, I think, was when knowing that you have other venues that you can break off into, videography, doing corporate events, doing video for corporate events, doing installations for sound systems for school. So you expand upon your initial business, and that is the way it's very, very important that you do it controlled, and you also have the other businesses to, enhance what the main core was.
What kind of insurance do you have to carry?
In our line of work, it's a general liability insurance. In case somebody trips over a speaker cord, if somebody trips over a speaker stand, on expanding on top of our outdoor movie company, that gets into a whole other type of insurance. But to be properly insured in this business, that's very, very important.
What has been the most effective way of promoting your company?
From the onset, the most important way is just like anything else. You can take away the internet, you can take away the phone book. If you do a good job, your client, the word of mouth will travel, and also likewise, if you do a awful job, the word of mouth will travel. Now, with social media, the way things are, it's more dangerous if you do a bad job on something because it's going to spread like wildfire. But then, with risk comes rewards. So you will come upon with it spreading like wildfire. We do a great job. So at first, the word of mouth just took off, and you get your niche of clients, and you just keep going and going and going. You keep building upon that, and that is what any business, doesn't matter if it's a disc jockey business or if it's a clothing business or anything else. If you're good at what you do, the word will go out. But there's also a fine line that you have to have that backed up with electronic marketing.
Very nice. What is the dress code for your?
Well, it's not this or what's going on here. I would toss a guy out if he showed up to work on that. Dress code is just, with our work, it's not like it's a lawyer firm, but it's also a wedding reception. You're going to dress appropriate to the event. So if it's a pool party, you're not going to wear a swimsuit or like what he's wearing. You're going to wear something casual, something professional with your shirt with a logo on it. But common sense comes in to play on this. So you're at a wedding reception, you're going to dress nice. You're going to wear a suit. You're going to wear your dress pants. Do a school dance, you're going to wear some nice jeans and a nice dress shirt with your logo on it. So with that, that's pretty much it's pretty much common sense.
Obviously, you travel a lot. Do you attend any trade shows or conferences to get new ideas?
Yes, I do. It's good to get around your other peers at what you do, bouncing some ideas off, and you kind of see where the industry is trending. It doesn't matter what the industry is. If you're an insurance salesman, you want to be with the best of the best. So you can pick up on what they're doing. They might pick up on what you're doing. And you always want to keep up on, nowadays you want to keep up on the publications. Used to be in a magazine. Now you want to stay online. You want to know what's in your niche. Doesn't matter if your niche is owning a Subway chain of stores you're going to go check out with all their affiliates, or what we do. So you just got to kind of make sure you're on top of things, and you want to check things out, and you want to really, really, really study. And when the climate changes with your industry, you want to make sure that you are leading it and you're not coming from behind, because it's really hard to come from behind in anything.
All right. Thank you for your time. That wraps up the interview. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dallas. And any more dress tips or anything else we need, you can look us up at www.dallasgreer.com.
Thank you.